You're seeing it right here first in John's Guitar Lounge. This is the inner workings, the special place in Chuck Levin's music store.
You're not pushing a box out, that you're making dreams come true, like you really are. I think when you walk upstairs and you see, oh yeah, guitars, a couple picks and strings and stuff. But,
well, a few hundred guitars upstairs even, and now you see the downstairs.
This is exactly it, that you from all the way across the country felt this connection, got that guitar. It's so cool that it meant so much to you to do that. Like, to feel that connection, that you came in here and that meant something. That's why we still do it 67 years later. 58, downtown in DC, small little mom and pop shop. And it was truly just like a little mom and pop sort of operation. April of 1968 comes around, and Martin Luther King is assassinated, and there are riots all through DC, and the area that our store was in was one of those areas, and so the store was burned to the ground. And you can imagine back in the 60s, everything's paper, there was nothing left. So there are no pictures, there are no records, it's all gone. You guys can go out this way, and I'll guide you once we get out the other side. So 3 months later, we were in the main floor of the building that we're in right now. Down here was a laundromat, upstairs was a dentist and a lawyer's office, up the street was a boat store, nothing here was what it was. And so we've been here for 57 or 8 years now, and insurance doesn't kick in that fast back in the 60s, right? So
Still doesn't.
So we had to do a significant amount of business to try and overcome what was lost. And all the vendors, they all said, they didn't say all debts are forgiven. They said, take all the time that you need. We still have to pay them for the gear that we lost in the fire. So we started to have to do a lot more business. And I think, me looking back on it now, being the young guy in the company, I get to say that's the moment that really turned this from being just a mom and pop shop into like a mom and pop shop on steroids. And we had to really do a lot of volume, put a lot of gear in people's hands to survive and do this thing.
I bet. And the finest gear on the planet.
That's
You
right.
have stuff that you can't find in most other stores.
People want,
and that's the truth.
They don't just want the trinkets and toys. They want the real stuff. And so we have the trinkets and toys. We have the widgets and doodads, but we also have lots and lots and lots of the real stuff. So
oh wow, here we go.
Share that, like, you're upstairs on the floor with the guitars, but what you're standing in between is all the other guitars. So what you see upstairs is just a bit of it. For example, what you're standing right here next to is like our inventory of Paul Reed Smith guitars.
Wow.
Paul Reed Smith used to work here when he was cutting his teeth on becoming a guitar luthier and a guitar tech. He worked in our guitar shop when he was 18. A couple years after that, he started his own company, Paul Reed Smith Guitars, and we were one of the first people to ever place an order with them. Now we stock around 200 of those guitars at any given time, and that's kind of what you're seeing here. And that's everything from your run-of-the-mill core model stuff, your basic stuff that's made in overseas perhaps, but also like really high-end, like anniversary runs that we've done with them. They'll make us specific like models and colors.
There is a guitar shop out in California, outside of LA, that gets a lot of press right now and has a similar setup, I think. But on the East Coast, you're not going to find a finer guitar shop, or in my opinion, anywhere in the country, you're not going to find a finer guitar shop than Chuck Levin's right here where we are. And check out this basement, everybody.
Yeah, and if you come around here, I mean, you can see some of the, so like we're in PRS, Gibson, Ibanez, Rickenbacker. Then we kind of come through here. We have Gibsons, we have Spectres, we have ESPs, we have...
Oh, and this is where you do all your setup work in probably too, right?
Setups, the stuff that's going to go out the door for like our web orders, and then we have another guitar shop that's on the other building that does, like if you walked in and needed a new pickup on your guitar, they would do that sort of work. These guys will just make sure that anything going out the door goes out the door playing great.
I got you. Makes sense.
We have
here's all the Gibson stuff also.
Acoustics and mandolins down here. We have, just aisles and aisles and aisles of guitars.
Wow, look at this. That's
and
awesome.
That's just what we can fit down here in the basement.
This is just incredible.
Something else, isn't it?
When you walk upstairs and you see, guitars, a couple picks and strings and stuff, but...
Well, a few hundred guitars upstairs even, and now you see the downstairs.
They'll make us specific like models and colors that...
And look at the case even. The case is gorgeous.
Special paisley cases.
Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that.
So they're just stuff like this hiding in the basement.
Yeah.
And we're just surrounded in it.
That's just gorgeous.
When I was younger, and I would talk to my dad, or I never got it. I never understood what this. There's so much stuff that happens every day. There's so many pieces of gear moving in and out. It's amazing. It really is.
It really is amazing.
It's cool,
For sure.
and you know, this is exactly it. That you, from all the way across the country, felt this connection, got that guitar. It meant so much. That's what we do every day. That's the thing, you know.
No,
It's so cool that it meant so much to you to do that. Like, to feel that connection, that you came in here and that meant something. That's why we still do it 67 years later. So
you're seeing it right here first in John's Guitar Lounge. This is the inner workings, the special place in Chuck Levin's music store. If you're ever down in anywhere around the Washington, D.C. area, Baltimore, Virginia, wherever you are, you got to come here and check it out. And put instruments in people's hands. You make connections to people, not just human connections, but, you know, deep emotional connections with instruments every day. And think about all the people that every single guitar that leaves this place is touching. It's not just the person playing it. It's their family, it's their friends. If they're a gigging musician, they're out there playing stuff for people all over the country, all over the world. You guys are making that happen. This is the guy who can make it happen for anybody who wants to. Anything you want, he can put in your hands.
we try, we sure do. And that's exactly right. I tell the guys that are working here, I say, you know, you're not pushing a box out, that you're making dreams come true. Like, you really are.
Making dreams come true.
People
right.
really do feel it, and it's special. Music is a powerful thing, and and it can kind of seem basic, but it really means a lot. When you pick up that guitar, you hear that guitar, it gets the hair up on the back of your neck. It's the real deal. So that's it.
For me, seeing them gets the hair up on the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Playing them does. You're right. Especially a really special guitar, especially a really special place like this. You gotta come here and check it out. I'll put links to all their stuff, their website, and everything right in the description to this video. And thank you so much, Adam, for taking the time to show me and to show everybody on my channel, my whole audience.
My pleasure. Coming out anytime.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.
See you guys.
We have the Powers Electrics over here, which you don't see very often. They're very selective with their dealers. You know, the Andy Powers of Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Fame. He has his line of electric guitars.
And you got some Nags guitars and all that.
Yeah, we've got some Nags, of course. PRS selection that is.
Oh, yeah.
I should watch you back there.
Oh, you're fine. No, Nags are awesome. I actually. Oh, you got to grab the phone.
Hello. Luke stepped away. Any luck on that?
Steve Stevens not too long ago.
Well, it's probably settled in, but where you're at in Arizona, you probably have to be really cautious with humidification.
It's so dry. If it hits like 40% humidity in the air, like, it's a really humid day.
Yeah, really.
A lot of the time it's in the 20s or the 30s, like it barely hits the 30s most days in Arizona. Yeah. Yeah, Georgia's super. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Waved.